You're rolling.
Hi, George Markoski, Positive Property. How you doing? I'm just in Singapore actually for a bit of a holiday, and I'm actually on the cable car at the moment. So hello and Happy New Year. Now, something interesting happened this morning. When we went overseas, what happened was we Airbnb'd our house. So, because that's how what we do is we use our frequent flyers while paying off our mortgage to get free flights. And then by Airbnb, we get our holiday paid for. And literally, we go on holiday 2 or 3 times a year, and it costs us nothing. Actually, we make a bit of a profit. Then this morning, I get a call and find out my hot water service has blown up, and it's going to cost $3,300 to replace. Anyway, and what I was thinking to myself is, one of the things I've been trying to do lately is be grateful for everything in life. And I guess I'm grateful that there was someone in the house to find it, so therefore I can get it fixed before it flooded the whole house, which is good. So that was a positive. So I feel grateful about that. You know, spending an extra $3,300 is not a lot of fun, but as the Stoics say, that the man with the loincloth, he should be grateful that he's got a loincloth, and the man without a loincloth, he should be grateful he's got 2 legs and 2 arms. And I think if we can be more grateful in life for everything that happens, we can actually have a better quality of life, because first comes gratefulness, then comes happiness. But the other lesson we learned from this is, one, is when you're investing in property, you really got to make sure that you cover yourself. And that's one thing that I'm very good at. So one, you've got to make sure you're insured, you've got the right insurances. Very, very important, because you never know when something like this is going to happen. And then I got another call, it's going to cost another $800. And then another call after that, and now my neighbour's cellar is full of water for some reason from my house. So, crazy. So it gets worse and worse. But you know what? At the end of the day, you really got to find the way to accept the things you can't change. And if you can change something, then change it. And I just accept it. I'm going to enjoy my holiday anyway. And later on, I'm having a Singapore sling, and that's going to make me feel much better, because it's probably my favourite cocktail. I had one last night for the first time. It was beautiful. It was invented in Raffles. And the other thing is, one thing that I urge all our members to do, and it's very, very important, is to actually have minimum $10,000 in the offset account. Because luckily I've got a shipload of money in my offset account, and because that's very easy for me, and I can just pay it straight away. And the thing is, with our strategy, what we do is we don't pay the principal to the bank. And this is one of the reasons we don't do it. Because if you pay the principal to the bank, then you've got no buffer left over, and you're actually leaving yourself really open to a lot of challenges. And if an emergency happens, you could end up going bankrupt and losing your house. A lot of people don't get this, but when you're paying principal and interest, the bank controls your principal, and therefore if an emergency happens and you need the cash, you can't touch it. So it just floors me that so many people go, oh, it's not safe to do interest only. Well, actually, wrong, Dan. It's actually safe, a lot safer to do interest only and pay the interest principal to yourself, because then you've got total control. What's not safe is being an idiot or following the rules, the normal rules, and doing principal and interest, and letting the bank control everything, and you've got no control, and then they can just take the house away from whenever they feel like it. So I feel very grateful that I'm using our strategy. And if you're paying principal and interest, I tell you, stop right now. Now, you've got to check it out properly. So there's a lot more to it than just what I'm saying. And really what you've got to do is maybe join our Facebook group, or find out more information, because there's a lot to it and it's very complicated. But if you do it right, you're going to pay off your mortgage quicker, for one. 2, you're going to stay safer. It's going to be much better for you. So look, lesson learned. Here we are on holiday. I've spent another $4,000 that I didn't expect to spend, but doesn't matter. Enjoy your 2020. It's a new decade. It's going to be very exciting. We'll talk soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.